Fala galera, aqui é Anderson Melini, diretor do documentário André Matos, o Maestro do Rock, e estou aqui para bater um papo com vocês. Como vocês sabem, a gente está rodando esse documentário há mais de um ano, totalmente com recursos próprios. Só que agora chegamos no momento crucial do nosso documentário, onde a gente precisa dar saltos maiores. E para que esses saltos sejam dados, precisamos da ajuda de vocês. Para isso, fizemos aqui a nossa vaquinha, para que vocês possam contribuir com o valor que vocês puderem. Sabe o que é mais legal? Você que puder contribuir com a gente, terá o seu nome nos créditos do filme. Lá no final do filme, terá o seu crédito lá como apoiador do nosso documentário. Então vamos lá. Contamos com a ajuda de vocês.
A great pleasure to have you with us, Miro. It's a live today that we will make an honor to our great maestro Andre Matos, and it's a farewell to his solo band. You worked with Sasha in a lot of many albums with Andre, right? And what memories do you have of the solo career from Andre Matos, the first album that he made with you, Time to Be Free and Mentalize? Do you remember that time?
Yeah, I remember the time. Yes. In general, first of all, I have in general great memories with working with Andre anyway, because he was an extremely nice person to work with, because he actually spoke the same musical language like we did, or like we do, Sasha and me. So it was very easy. He was really able to tell us what he wanted, what was his approach, like his musical approach. And so it was very easy for us to just transform his ideas to reality, to real music, because he talked musically with us. You know, sometimes talk in pictures. For example, I want this piece is not ready yet, but in the end it should have a wide atmosphere. It should be like or this music should sound like a desert. This is a desert. This is a better example. So in pictures, which sometimes is really helpful. But he did it different. He had a extremely good musical education, and he said, like, okay, I have this piece, this is the structure, I want this and this arrangement, and the end should sound like this and that. So it was really precise, and which made it easy. And also personally, he was a really nice person to work with, because even if we had different opinions, it was always possible to meet in the middle very quickly.
And you are a great keyboard player and producer. You worked with Avantasia and a lot of projects that people here in Brazil love. This kind of heavy sound mixed with orchestration and this classical stuff. And as Andre Matos did, as you said, he has a very classical basis, and he changed a lot of minds here in Brazil and around the world with this intention of study music, not the heavy issue of the metal thing. And it was so inspiring for a lot of people here in Brazil and around the world. And you, as a keyboard player and a piano player, how do you see Andre Matos as a keyboard player and a piano player?
I think he is. I think piano is his instrument. I think you could see it when he plays piano live. He's totally into it. You could also hear it, like when you have like tracks on the, I don't know, violins, for example, like those tracks with the piano interludes or with the piano intros. This is really well played. It's not really heavy stuff, Like it's not really virtuous stuff. It is virtuous, but not no, type of stuff that really classical pianists play. But the way he plays it shows immediately he's totally into piano. He has a really, really good touch in the piano. He's a good pianist. He was a good pianist, and he was much better than me. I mean, yeah, really. No, he was really, really good. And
thank you for your being so humble.
No, I'm just talking the truth.
and Miro, do you remember the time that you produced and played with Andre in his solo career, right? So, what's your favorite songs from his solo career? Do you remember that time when you produced and played that time, the solo albums from Andre?
It's a long time ago, but it's,
and could be Agora and Shaman time too. No problem.
Yeah, I remember that I liked this violence song. I really loved it, and also like songs like Rescue. I think it was on the Time to Be Free now. And New Moonlight. What do I remember? I Will Return.
Moonlight's a very great song.
Yeah. No?
Yeah.
Those songs I still remember. And
Miro, what memories do you have with André in Avantasia on stage?
On stage, Andre was always a totally different person than he was private.
So, esse é o Miro. Oi, Miro.
Oi.
Tudo bem?
Tudo bem.
Estamos na Suíça?
Sim, muito frio.
Muito frio na Suíça?
Muito frio.
Yeah.
Totally. And this is what really like this is a special thing about Andre, that he had a switch he could just press, or like a button he could press, and he was a completely different person. And I also remember the last Avantasia gig that we had in June 2019, where we really had the pleasure to be with him on stage, and I was really like, I had a flashback to the times like 2008 when he was with us on tour. And it was so funny. He used to be like a very calm person, like a really, really like introverted person. And on stage, he was the total opposite. And this was really cool to see. He was a hurricane on stage. I loved it. Really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually. And Miro, last but not least, what do you think about the legacy of Andre Matos as a singer and as a composer?
Oh, I think he left really a really strong legacy in terms of, like you just said, like combining those two things, combining this hard, heavy metal sound with classical elements, and also his voice. His voice is actually kind of soft, but he was also able to sing with power.
Yes.
But actually, he had a soft voice, and he was able to bring that into metal. And this is a legacy. I think this is really a really special thing that he left us.
I totally agree with you. I believe that the voice of Andre is the differential between lots of heavy metal singers, and it is a great pleasure to hear his voice with the soft thing and the power thing. It's great and unique. There's a lot of people that's starting to imitate Andre after his way of singing. And we thank a lot you and Sasha and all the producers that helped Andre to reach this kind of voice, because the work of the producers are so very important in this thing. You can hear and, oh, go through this way. This way is better. Oh no, go through this other way. And we here in Brazil, thank you and Sasha a lot for helping everybody to hear Andre's voice as they are on the records. It was great.
Thank you very much. But it's always both sides, no? We would be nothing without people like Andre and the Brazilian fans. I mean, it's always both. Thank you.
Oh, Miro, I thank you one more time for being here.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much, Bruno. And yeah, regards to everybody, the Brazilian fans. Regards to Brazil. All the best. Go, take the Corona times well, as good as possible. See you hopefully soon.